Exploring historical figures is like solving puzzles from the past. King Arthur's stories are amazing, but was he a real warrior or just a legend? Pythagoras had a famous math rule, but did he truly exist, or was he a character in ancient stories? These mysteries make us wonder about our history. Who were these people really, and is there proof they actually lived? In today's video, we're diving into the intriguing stories of historical figures, those fascinating individuals who still baffle us with their existence. Their tales have stirred curiosity and fascination for ages. It's a journey to uncover the reality behind these extraordinary characters, inviting us to explore their mysterious lives and understand their true legacy. So let's begin this fascinating exploration into the lives of these remarkable historical figures. 1. King Arthur. Legend or reality? In ancient times, there was a famous king named Arthur who ruled over Camelot and led the Knights of the Round Table. People loved hearing stories about his bravery and adventures. But some folks wonder, was Arthur a real person or just a character from old stories? Experts still debate this question today. Some think Arthur might have been based on a real leader from long ago, like a person called Themis, who was also a powerful king crossing the sea for battles in France, similar to Arthur's tales. Back then, life was pretty chaotic with a lot of fighting in Britain. Imagine lots of small tribes fighting each other, and there was no big boss ruling everything. It was a tough time with wars, sickness, and not much certainty about the future. In times like those, it's no surprise people wanted to believe in a leader like Arthur, a kind and strong king who wanted peace and good things for everyone. Arthur's stories might have started because people needed hope and a hero in those tough times, a story that brought them together and made them believe in better days ahead. 2. Pythagoras, a mathematical enigma. In the olden days, there was a really smart person named Pythagoras who did amazing things in math and thinking. He came up with the Pythagorean theorem, which is like a rule for triangles. Although he didn't write down his ideas himself, people believe he thought that numbers were super important in understanding how things worked in the world. This famous rule of his says that in a triangle with a certain kind of angle, the side opposite the biggest angle is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. It helps figure out the length of one side when you know the lengths of the other two sides in a right-angled triangle. Even though Pythagoras didn't leave any writings, his idea stuck around for a long time. His theorem became a big deal in math and geometry. Surprisingly, some clever high school students proved his theorem using trigonometry, something a famous mathematician once thought was impossible. This shows how Pythagoras' math idea keeps being important and useful, shaping how we understand triangles even today. His smart discoveries continue to be a big part of math and inspire people who love numbers and shapes. 3. Robin Hood, hero of the people. The legendary tale of Robin Hood, the noble outlaw renowned for his selfless acts of stealing from the wealthy to aid the impoverished, resonates throughout history with its tales of bravery and generosity. Despite the enduring popularity of his stories, the authenticity of the real Robin Hood remains shrouded in mystery. Debates persist about whether he was an actual historical figure or merely a creation born from the vivid imaginations of storytellers. In the 12th century, England grappled with challenging times during the absence of King Richard the Lionheart. His ruthless brother, Prince John, governed the land with cruelty, burdening the populace with excessive taxes, forcing many ordinary citizens into thievery to survive, transforming them into outlaws. Under the harsh regime of Prince John, life became bleak and merciless. The Sheriff of Nottingham, a cold and merciless figure, showed no compassion towards those labeled as outlaws. He harshly punished minor offenses, often resorting to public executions to instill fear in the people. Amidst this strife, Robin of Locksley returned from the Crusades to discover a grim reality. His family faced tragedy with his father's murder, and his homeland suffered under the tyrannical rule. Pledging an oath upon his father's grave, Robin took up the mantle of an outlaw, driven by a determination to seek justice for his family and to shield the common folk from the misery imposed by the corrupt authorities. 4. Sun Tzu, master of strategy. Sun Tzu, the famed strategist from ancient China, left behind the renowned book, The Art of War. Despite his influential teachings, mysteries enshroud his very existence, sparking debates about whether he was a collective embodiment of wisdom rather than an individual tactician. His profound impact on military strategy raises compelling questions that delve into the enigma of his true identity. Sun Tzu was not just a military mind, he was a master of what's called soft power and a pioneer in the realm of swift and flexible warfare. Instead of direct confrontation, he favored winning battles without fighting or seeking the easiest victories first. His teachings echo timeless wisdom. Sun Tzu believed that a victorious strategist seeks battles after securing victory and advised his troops to navigate unexpected routes and target weak spots. His analogy likening military tactics to water's nature, flowing away from high places and seeking lower ground, highlighted the strategy of avoiding strength and striking weaknesses. His principles extend far beyond the battlefield, offering insights applicable to diverse aspects of life, such as business growth, goal setting, weight loss, and habit formation. In essence, Sun Tzu's approach centered on finding the most effortless path to achieve a specific goal. Sun Tzu's thoughts on strategy continue to resonate deeply in modern times, captivating the attention of both business and military leaders. His most famous work, The Art of War, emphasizes the creative and deceptive facets of strategy. Drawing opponents out, remaining formless yet adaptable, attacking what matters to them while being prepared and secretive about one's strategy are among his key tactics. 5. Homer, poet of epic tales. Homer, the ancient Greek poet, is famous for writing two incredible epic poems, the Iliad and the Odyssey. These stories are really old, like from around 700 BCE, but they still matter a lot today. Even though people love his works, there's a big mystery about Homer himself. Scholars argue whether he was just one person or more, like a symbol of a whole time in history. We're not exactly sure about his life, but most agree that his amazing epics were put into writing around 750 BC. In the Iliad, Homer tells the tale of the mighty Trojan War, while the Odyssey follows the incredible adventures of a hero named Odysseus. Through his poetry, Homer talked about big things like heroes, bravery, and what it means to be human. The characters he created, like Achilles, Hector, and Odysseus, are still really famous and often used in other stories. Homer's impact on our world is huge. His stories aren't just old classics. They're a way for people across different times and places to connect through the power of storytelling. His writings continue to be loved and admired, proving that great stories can bring people together throughout history, no matter how much time has passed. Conclusion. As we conclude our exploration, we find that the line between historical fact and legend often blurs. These figures, whether factual or mythical, have left an indelible mark on history. If you enjoyed our journey through history, remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more riveting explorations into the captivating world of history. Until next time, keep digging deeper into the captivating tales of the past. Farewell for now.